Time once again for an update from the City of New Hope. Mayor Kathi Hemken joining us once again. Welcome, Mayor. How are you today?
Hi, Dave. Just fine, thanks.
Thanks for being with us again to update us on things happening in New Hope. A number of items to talk about, a lot of fun happening in Park and Rec and things to look forward to. Let's begin, though, with some talk about economic development and some work happening with Hennepin County. Give us a little background, and I know we have a website to share in just a few moments for more information. What is this all about?
So Hennepin County put together a toolkit called Elevate Business, and you're going to look at that website if you can. Instead of just talking about financial assistance for them, there's some other things that Hennepin County wants to help them with, like how to improve their e-commerce, how to improve their IT process, maybe negotiations with their landlord, just things that would help businesses. This is a very difficult time for them. All this toolkit is free to them, and we're encouraging the businesses to look at that. Or even if you're not a business, but you go to one occasionally, take a look at the website so that you can share that with the business that you might go to and see if that might help them.
And as you can see by the website here, a lot of partners involved in this. It's mplschamber.com/elevate-business-HC. So again, Chamber being a partner in this, and again, obviously the county being a partner. More information can be found there. Let's talk golf, and we're going to talk golf a little bit later, but this golf mention is a little bit about a tournament that happened with one of the chambers and some great organizations in the area that received some funding. Tell us about that.
Well, Twin West was the Chamber of Commerce. It's now part of the Minneapolis Chamber, but they had with the City of New Hope at our golf course. They had a golf tournament on September 11th. There were 76 golfers, 24 businesses were involved in that, and we raised a lot of money. So in New Hope, that money went to the Crime Prevention Fund. It went to a safety camp. It went to our YMCA. It went to 7 different organizations, some in Crystal, some in New Hope.
Right.
Just a fun time for everybody and a way to get all those businesses together so we can chat with each other.
Thanks to all those who participated in the golf tournament and helped out. Let's talk a few items about the police department. First is Shop with the Cop. Tell us a little bit about what this program is and how it might be a little bit different this year.
Well, for years, the police officers have gone out with kids at Target and bought presents for their families. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do that this year. I had heard that maybe there was going to be a list and they would go, or maybe they would go with the kids before the store opened. But this is going to happen on the 16th and 17th of December. We got a rather nice gift from the Lodge of New Hope, which is attached to Ambassador Nursing Home. And they called us, and a couple of police officers and I went, and we got the money from them, and they're going to use that to buy some toys along with some other money they've gotten that people have donated. So it's a way to get toys and gifts for the kids to give their parents.
What a fantastic program. And again,
a
lot of people in need.
Program.
Let's move ahead to Park and Rec. I said there's a lot going on, and here you're going to hear about some of it. The first is staff working with some of these neat kits. How can we get a hold of them, and what fun can families have?
Well, so again, they could go online to the website. The science kit, there's a painting kit, there's the art kit. These kits cost money. I think they're about $15, but there's a lot of fun stuff the kids can do in them, and they've been very, very popular. There's a family activity kit that you can rent some of the equipment for the kids, or you can buy, in some cases, you can buy the family activity kit, depending on what it is. So use those resources when you can. Use the free ones that are there, and maybe purchase the other ones if you'd like to do that.
And the website is newhopemn.gov. You can find out more there. Just click into recreation to get in on some of those kits. Let's talk about skating, getting people outside for a little exercise. What's the forecast for the outdoor rinks, and what's the process you have to go through to get those ready?
Well, so they should, hopefully, they're going to be open on the 19th of December. But of course, when they do that, they can't just dump a whole bunch of water and hope it freezes.
Right.
So they have to go there pretty regularly and pump thin layers of water and let it freeze overnight, then go back. So it takes many trips going back and forth to do that. They're hoping the 19th it stays nice. On a day like this, when the sun is shining, it's really hard to get that ice to freeze up. So look for those to be open on the 19th. A Hidden Valley might be a little bit longer because they have an asphalt on the bottom, and
Okay.
that takes a little longer to heat or to cool down and get that ice on there. So it's winter. It'll be there open soon, I hope. I
Very
hope.
good. And signs going up too to tell people about some of the rules and safety precautions as well of those ice rinks. Let's talk golf for a minute. And unfortunately, this may be the last time we talk golf, but the golf course has closed and opened many times.
The fourth reopening was last Tuesday.
Right.
Every time they reopen, they're so busy that they fill up all the tee times. So they're done. I believe they're done. The ground is pretty frozen. I tried to put a tee in the ground on Tuesday when I played, and you couldn't put the tee in the ground.
Mhm.
So the ground's pretty frozen, and as long as there's frost on the greens, they really don't want people on those greens. So
Sure.
I think they're done. And the geese are getting ready to leave. So as soon as the geese leave, we know they're done.
That is the true sign.
It's been a fabulous season for the golf course.
Yeah, wonderful. And another facility in town hoping for a fabulous season and trying to work around things is the ice arena. They've been closed a little bit, one of the rinks here. What's been going on?
Well, per the governor's ordinance, it was closed until the 18th of December. Now there'll be another announcement, I'm sure, in a couple days whether or not that's actually going to be extended or they are going to open. But we're anticipating that the North Rink will be ready to open again. They
Okay.
took the ice out on the North Rink so they could repair the floor, clean it, paint it, and they're starting to put the ice back in. The ice being put in is just like the ice outside, except we have a little more control over that.
Very
So
good.
they keep spraying layers of water on and it freezes. And they tell me that the ice at the New Hope Ice Arena is the best ice in town because it's a little colder than other ice arenas keep their ice.
Aha.
And
Oh,
apparently, when it's colder, the puck flies better.
well, there you go.
I don't
All
play
right.
hockey. I'm just repeating what they said.
It makes
So
logical sense to me.
once they open, though, they'll have to abide by the COVID rules. So it's best to go online and see or to call.
Mhm.
Make sure that you can get in. You probably need a reservation. I don't know if they're going to have open skating after the 18th, but you'll have to go online and check that out.
Okay. Now to one other park and rec facility that everyone is hoping will open this summer. That is the pool. Give us a little idea of what the thinking is at the city.
Well, they're looking at a June reopening, but they're doing two things. One of them is uh, to open with COVID still around, and it probably will be. What they need to do, how they can sanitize things, how many people they can let in. That's a big question. The other
Mhm.
question is just simply opening because we can. They're trying to do everything we can. We really want that pool to reopen. So we've got a couple guys that are working on that pretty full time. I came across one other interesting thing: Disney Bingo. Now I don't
Okay.
have a lot of details on this, but you might be able to go online to the city website and see this.
Sure.
What it looked like to me is a bingo card, and I don't know where you get that, with all kinds of movies, Disney movies,
Hmm.
and then virtually they'll play a little tidbit of music and you have to address what movie that little tidbit of music came from
Very
on your
nice.
bingo card. So I don't know when they're going to start that. I don't know a lot about it, but it sounded like fun and it looks like something that might be fun to do. So go online to check that out too.
All right, newhopemn.gov to find out more information. Let's move to human resources. We mentioned the police department a little bit earlier. Now a little more about the police department and staffing. What is the latest there?
Well, we needed 4 police officers, and we had 35 applicants, and we went through that. 10 of them were certified by the human rights or the human resource group, and then with interviews, 4 of them have been offered temporary, or not temporary, provisional job offers.
Okay.
They have to go through a physical and a psychological test, and one other thing, the background investigation.
Okay.
So once that's all done, then those cops will come in. They'll start the probationary period that lasts about a year for them to go through that, to learn all the aspects of being a police officer in New Hope. So
Mhm.
we're excited to have those police on board.
Very nice. Let's talk about the holiday lights map. It is prime time of the year to get out and see some lights, and you have some hot spots in New Hope to see them. Where might
We
we
do.
find this map?
So you can go to City Hall and get a map. You can go online to get a map. They've done some interactive stuff online so that you can click on the picture online, it'll give you the Google address on how to find that area.
Great.
As I'm driving a friend home the other day on 40 and a half, I was headed west. I looked up Ensign Boulevard and there was a whole bunch of houses lit up. And I noticed on the map that they weren't on the map. So
Ah,
apparently they didn't for some reason call in, but it's a whole street full of houses. But to get there, if you're going west, you have to turn on Ensign and go down to 40, 40 and a half and look at them. It's really kind of cool.
very fun. So go to the city's website again to find out more about that map. Final note we want to pass along is the In Focus photo contest. We've been talking about that throughout its process, and I understand some fun for the council and yourself coming up.
Well, today is the 14th of December, and we'll be announcing who the winners are. So if you want to watch the council meeting on Monday night, the 14th, you'll be able to see that. I think you can see the council meeting afterwards if you want to see the pictures.
Right.
You can always go online and look at them that way. I believe they're going to have the winners shown up on the going online. So pictures were absolutely gorgeous.
Congratulations to all those who participated. And final note as we close, again, just a reminder about masks and staying safe.
Oh, it's so important. It's really getting pretty rampant all over everywhere. So please wear that mask when you go into places. Take it off when you get in the house if you're alone. If not, if you have to go out, put that mask on, and we need everyone to keep safe.
Great words of advice. And again, we mentioned a lot today that is on the city's website, newhopemn.gov to find out more. And again, the Minneapolis Chamber site to find out more about that cooperative effort, the Elevate Business Program. You can find out more there. Mayor Hemken, thanks once again for your time. Look forward to talk to you again next week.
Thanks, Dave. Have a good week.
You too.